Welcome to the HFY Tales channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the story. Enjoy and take care. Deep within the cosmos, on the vibrant planet of Nalia, lived an extraordinary being named Lyra Solon. Lonely Alien Widow, or Law, as her closest friends affectionately called her, was a graceful creature with luminous silver skin, piercing emerald eyes, and a gentle, compassionate nature. Her story began with sorrow, the tragic loss of her husband, a brilliant scientist who had perished in a lab accident on their home planet. Lyra, heartbroken and yearning for a fresh start, decided to embark on a journey to the fabled planet Earth, renowned for its diverse wonders and colorful cultures. It was a bold move, a step into the unknown, but Law was determined to heal and rediscover joy. "Until we meet again, Nalia," she whispered, gazing back at her planet one last time before boarding her sleek, futuristic spacecraft. "May my journey bring me peace and a newfound purpose." Her trip to Earth was an adventure in itself, a thrilling voyage through the vastness of space. Law marveled at the beauty of the cosmos, the dancing stars, and the mysterious nebulae that painted the sky in a kaleidoscope of colors. It was a journey of introspection, a time to reflect on her life, her loss, and the future that awaited her. As she approached her destination, Law couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and trepidation. Earth, with its bustling cities, exotic landscapes, and diverse array of life forms, promised an adventure unlike anything she had experienced on Nalia. The Earth spaceport bustled with activity as Law's spacecraft docked smoothly. She stepped out onto the bustling platform, her eyes widening at the chaotic yet captivating scene before her. Aliens from various planets rubbed shoulders with humans, an intriguing mix of species. The air buzzed with the hum of hovercraft, the lively chatter of multiple languages, and the vibrant fashions of extraterrestrial beings. "Welcome to Earth, Miss Solon," a cheerful port officer greeted her, scanning her travel visa. "I do hope you enjoy your stay on our vibrant planet. Please feel free to explore our many wonders and delights." Law offered a polite smile, her eyes never ceasing their eager exploration. "Thank you. I am most excited to immerse myself in Earth's diverse cultures and experiences. It has been my dream to visit this fascinating planet." With her sleek silver luggage levitating obediently behind her, she made her way through the bustling crowds, heading toward the transportation hub. The sensory overload of Earth was immediately apparent. The rich, exotic aromas of foreign cuisines, the lively conversations in countless languages, and the vibrant, eclectic fashion choices of both humans and aliens. "Oh, this is incredible," Law exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with wonder. "I feel as though I've stepped into a living, breathing work of art." Little did she know that her journey had only just begun and that Earth had many surprises in store for her, adventures that would change her life in ways she could never have imagined. Law's destination on Earth was a unique region that embraced the romanticized era of the Wild West, a place where cowboys and rodeo culture still thrived. As her hover taxi whisked her across the vast landscapes, she gazed out in awe at the rugged terrain, so different from the sleek, futuristic cities she had glimpsed upon arrival. "Welcome to Rodeo Country, ma'am," the automated taxi's calm voice announced. "Prepare to step back in time and experience the charm of the Old West." Disembarking from her transport, Law felt as though she had traveled back in time. The quaint town exuded a rustic charm, wooden sidewalks, swinging saloon doors, and the gentle clip-clop of horse hooves on the cobblestone streets. It was here, as fate would have it, that she first laid eyes on the man who would change her life, the rugged cowboy. He strode confidently into view, a tall and imposing figure with a weathered cowboy hat, well-worn leather boots, and a playful smirk. His muscular frame moved with an easy, relaxed grace, and his deep blue eyes sparkled with mischief and a hint of the wild frontier. "Howdy, ma'am," his deep voice drawled, tipping his hat with a flourish. "Name's Cade McCrae, but most folks round here call me Cowboy. You look like you could use some help navigating this town. Care to let me show you the ropes?" Law felt a fluttering in her heart at his direct, charming gaze. She found herself nodding in agreement, a smile spreading across her face. "Yes, I suppose I stand out as a newcomer. I'm Lyra, recently arrived from Nalia. Everything is so fascinatingly different here. Well then, Lyra, or should I say Miss Solon, it'd be my pleasure to be your guide and introduce you to the wonders of the Wild West. Can't have an intergalactic visitor missing out on the best this planet has to offer. Law couldn't help but be enchanted by his smooth, confident demeanor and the hint of an adventure she sensed in his eyes. She felt a thrilling sense of anticipation as she accepted his offer, certain that her life was about to take a delightful and unexpected turn. With COWBOY by her side, Law delved into the captivating world of the Wild West, a unique culture unlike anything she had experienced on Nalia. He showed her the ins and outs of rodeo life, introducing her to the thrilling events and the skilled cowboys and cowgirls who participated. "This here's the real deal, Lyra," COWBOY said, his eyes shining with pride as they watched a group of horseback riders perform intricate barrel racing maneuvers. "Rodeo's not just a sport, it's a way of life out here. It's about community, skill, and a deep connection with these magnificent animals." They visited a local ranch, where Law was intrigued by the diverse array of animals and their purposes. COWBOY patiently explained the differences between the sturdy workhorses and the nimble horses bred for speed. He even taught her how to distinguish a healthy prime cattle specimen, a skill she never imagined needing but found fascinating nonetheless. "You city folk, you're a hoot," COWBOY teased, a dimple appearing in his cheek as Law struggled to grasp the art of milking a cow. "Don't you worry, you'll get the hang of it. Just take your time." As they explored the vast landscapes, COWBOY shared stories of his own upbringing on a similar ranch, painting a picture of a hard but fulfilling life. "Out here we're a tight-knit community," he explained, a note of seriousness in his voice. "We look out for each other, lend a hand when it's needed, and cherish the land that sustains us. This land has provided for my family for generations." Law felt a warmth in her heart as she listened to his tales of camaraderie and deep-rooted connection to the land. This world, so rooted in tradition and a strong sense of community, was a stark contrast to the more impersonal life she had known on Nalia, and it appealed to her on a deep level. As the days turned into a week, the initial spark between Law and COWBOY kindled into a steady flame of attraction and friendship. They shared meals together, exploring the unique and hearty cuisine of the Wild West, including dishes like spicy chili, savory bison stew, and sweet cornbread fresh from the oven. One balmy afternoon, they escaped the heat by lounging in the shade of a sprawling oak tree, sipping on refreshing lemonade and sharing stories of their worlds. COWBOY spoke of the adventurous life he had led before settling down, roaming the plains, riding bulls in the rodeo circuit, and navigating the open range. "You know, they call bull riding the most dangerous 8 seconds in sports," he explained, his eyes glinting with a mixture of excitement and nostalgia. 8 seconds on the back of a bucking bull, a true test of courage, skill, and maybe a touch of insanity. Law's eyes widened, her silver eyebrows lifting in surprise and admiration. "You rode bulls? Were you not terrified of being thrown off and injured?" COWBOY grinned, revealing a dimple in his cheek. "Oh, I was terrified every single time. But there's something about facing your fears that makes you feel more alive than ever. It's like taming the untamable, if only for a brief moment." Law pondered his words, a sense of longing stirring within her. She yearned to feel truly alive again, to embrace the unknown and step outside her comfort zone, just as COWBOY had done. This rugged man, with his stories of adventure and the open frontier, inspired her to take a leap of faith, not only with him, but with life itself. As the sun dipped below the horizon, bathing the landscape in a golden glow, they found themselves strolling along a quiet path, hands occasionally brushing against each other. The attraction between them was electric, a tangible force that pulled them closer together with each passing moment. "You know, Lyra, you've brought a spark of excitement into my life that I thought was long gone," COWBOY confessed, his deep voice rough with emotion. "Been a long time since I felt this way." Law felt her heart quicken, her silver skin tingling with anticipation. "I feel it too, Cade. It's like I'm discovering a whole new world, both around me and within me. You've shown me a side of life I never knew existed." They paused under the starry night sky, the Milky Way stretching like a magical pathway above them. Without a word, they moved toward each other, their lips meeting in a kiss that was tender, passionate, and full of longing. It was a kiss that sealed their fate, igniting a fire that would forever change their lives. The kiss under the stars was just the beginning, a foretaste of the whirlwind of emotions and desire that would consume them that night. Over a romantic dinner, they toasted to new beginnings, savoring a delicious meal of grilled steak and creamy mashed potatoes, accompanied by a bottle of robust red wine. "To second chances," Cowboy proposed, his eyes holding hers. Law raised her glass, her heart fluttering with anticipation. "Yes, to new horizons, to embracing life with open arms, and to the magic that brought us together." As the night wore on, they found themselves immersed in deep conversation, sharing their hopes, dreams, and the painful losses they had endured. Cowboy spoke of his first love, a woman he had hoped to spend his life with until tragedy struck, leaving him heartbroken and reluctant to love again. "Then you walked into my life, Lyra," he said, his voice rough with emotion. "You made me believe in fresh starts, in the possibility of loving and being loved again." Lyra placed her hand over his, her smile soft and understanding. "And you, Cade, you gave me hope. Hope that love can find me a second time, and that together we can heal each other's wounds." As the moon cast a soft glow on their faces, they stood under the starry sky, their bodies moving closer until their lips met once more. This kiss was hungrier, fueled by the passion that had been simmering between them for days. Cowboy offered to escort Law back to her lodgings, ensuring her safety in this unfamiliar place. As they walked, the night air crisp and inviting, they spoke of their future, their dreams intertwining and aligning in a way that felt meant to be. "You make me believe in forever, Lyra," Cowboy confessed, his eyes soft with emotion. "You make me want to be a better man, to build a life with you here on the range." Lyra's heart swelled with joy and love for this rugged cowboy. She knew, without a doubt, that she wanted to give him her heart, her trust, and her body. And so, standing in the moonlight, she invited him into her room, into her life, and into her heart. The night that followed was a whirlwind of passion, tenderness, and love. They explored each other's bodies with a mixture of curiosity, wonder, and longing, surrendering to their desires and finding solace and comfort in one another's arms. "I feel whole again, Cade," Lyra whispered, her fingers tracing the contours of his face in the soft light of dawn. "You've mended my heart and given me a new purpose." Cowboy held her close, his breath warm on her skin. "And you, Lyra, you've healed me too. You've shown me that love can strike twice in a lifetime, and for that I am eternally grateful." In the quiet of the pre-dawn hours, their souls intertwined, healing old wounds and forging a bond that transcended their different worlds and would forever change their lives. Lyra awoke the next morning to the soft glow of daylight, a smile spreading across her face as memories of the previous night flooded her mind. Rolling over, she expected to see Cowboy's handsome face on the pillow beside her, but found only empty space. "Cade," she called out, propping herself up on her elbows, anticipation and hope fluttering in her heart. A soft knock on the door drew her attention. Pulling on a silk robe, she crossed the room and opened the door to find Cowboy standing there, a sheepish grin on his face and a plate of mouth-watering apple pie in his hands. "Morning, beautiful," he greeted her, his hat tipped back on his head. "Thought you might be hungry, so I brought some of Mrs. Carter's famous apple pie. It's a local specialty." Lyra's heart warmed at the sight of him, and her stomach rumbled at the delicious aroma wafting from the pie. She motioned for him to come in, taking the plate and inhaling the sweet, spicy scent. "Oh, Cade, you certainly know the way to my heart," she teased, her eyes sparkling with delight. "This looks absolutely mouth-watering." It was then, as she reached for a slice of the delectable pie, that Lyra felt it, a strange, unfamiliar sensation in her abdomen, like a flutter of butterfly wings. Her eyes widened, and she placed a hand on her belly, meeting Cowboy's curious gaze. "Oh my," she breathed, her hand flying to her mouth in surprise. "Cade, something extraordinary is happening." Cowboy's relaxed expression transformed into one of concern, his eyes searching hers for answers. "What is it, Lyra? Are you all right? Do you need the doctor?" Lyra nodded, her eyes shining with awe. I think so, but yes, I believe I need to see a doctor. I'm pregnant, Cade." His eyes went wide and he stumbled back a step, nearly dropping the plate of pie. "Pregnant? But how? I mean, we just found out about your ability to conceive yesterday. I thought Nalians were unable to reproduce with other species." Lyra's silver eyebrows lifted, and she gave a soft, delighted laugh. "Oh, Cade, my love, it seems our night of passion has resulted in a miracle. I'm going to have a baby, our baby." The news of the pregnancy sent shockwaves through both their lives, bringing joy, wonder, and a host of new challenges. Lyra and Cowboy faced a series of decisions and adjustments in the coming months, navigating cultural differences and seeking guidance from medical professionals and extraterrestrial experts. "Your baby will be a beautiful blend of both your worlds," Dr. Adams, the local physician, reassured them during one of their appointments. "A true fusion of Nalian and human DNA, a testament to the wonders of the universe." Lyra's extraterrestrial community on Nalia celebrated the news, offering their unique perspectives and ancient legends of hybrid children bearing extraordinary gifts. Elder Varus, a revered Nalian elder, shared his wisdom via video call. "Your child will be a symbol of unity and cooperation between our planets," Elder Varus proclaimed, his ancient eyes gleaming with wisdom. "May they be a shining example of the beauty that comes from embracing our differences." As her belly grew, so did Lyra's love for the little life within her. She embraced the changes in her body, the unique cravings, and the profound connection she felt with her unborn child. Cowboy, ever the devoted partner, was by her side every step of the way, attending doctor's appointments, researching extraterrestrial child-rearing practices, and ensuring their home was ready for their little bundle of joy. "You know, I never imagined myself as a father," Cowboy admitted one evening as they sat on the porch, watching the sunset paint the sky in shades of pink and gold. "But now I can't picture my life any other way. This little one has already brought so much love and purpose into our lives." Lyra smiled, her hand resting gently on her swollen abdomen. "Our baby is so loved already, Cade, and they don't even know how much their existence has changed us, giving us a new direction and a new family." Time marched relentlessly onward, measured by the gentle milestones of pregnancy and the eager anticipation of their child's arrival. Before they knew it, Lyra and Cowboy were holding their newborn child, a beautiful baby girl with Lyra's delicate features and Cade's sturdy build. They named her Stella Solon McCrae, a shining star that symbolized their love and the unique blend of their two worlds. The early days of Stella's life were a blur of sleep-deprived bliss, marked by countless moments of wonder, joy, and discovery. Lyra and Cowboy marveled at their daughter's every movement, her tiny fingers and toes, and the way she instinctively reached for them, seeking comfort and love. "She has your eyes, Cade," Lyra whispered one night as they watched their sleeping daughter, nestled safely in her crib. "And your curious nature, always eager to explore and discover." Cowboy smiled, his eyes soft with affection. "And your patience, Lyra. She calms instantly when you hold her, just like you did with the horses on the ranch." Parenthood transformed them, deepening their love for each other and their commitment to this new life they had created. They embraced the challenges and joys of raising a child, cherishing every moment and delighting in the unique blend of their Nalian and human heritage that Stella embodied. As Stella grew, she blossomed into a curious, adventurous child, eager to explore the world around her. Lyra and Cowboy encouraged her spirit, exposing her to the wonders of both the Nalian and human civilizations. They shared stories of Nalia, taught her the Nalian language, and delighted in showing her the traditions of the Wild West. "Let's go explore the ranch, Stella Bean," Cowboy would say, hoisting her onto his shoulders as they set out on their daily adventures. They would visit the horses, feed the chickens, and wander through the fields, collecting wildflowers and chasing butterflies. Stella's laughter rang through the air, a melody that brought joy to her parents' hearts. However, along with the joys of parenthood came unforeseen challenges. As Stella approached her toddler years, she began to display an unusual quirk, an unexpected ability to communicate with animals. At first, it seemed like a cute trick, a toddler's pretend play. But soon it became apparent that Stella was truly conversing with their horses, the ranch dogs, and even the wild birds that perched on her small, outstretched hand. "Horsies say they want to run," Stella would announce, her eyes wide and earnest. Lyra and Cowboy exchanged glances, unsure how to process this development. They consulted with experts, Nalian elders, and local veterinarians, seeking understanding and guidance. Eventually, they came to embrace Stella's unique gift, recognizing it as a rare ability inherited from her Nalian lineage. Lyra and Cowboy decided to embrace and nurture Stella's extraordinary gift, recognizing its potential to bring healing and connection to the world. They sought the guidance of Elder Varus once more, eager to understand the full extent of Stella's ability and how best to support her. "Your daughter is a bridge between our worlds, a symbol of the harmony that can exist between species," Elder Varus explained during one of their video calls. "Her gift is a rare blessing and should be cultivated with love and compassion." Lyra and Cowboy took Elder Varus's words to heart, enrolling Stella in special classes that taught her how to control and refine her abilities. They filled their home with books on interspecies communication and surrounded her with loving and supportive friends and family members. "You have a special talent, Stella Bean," Cowboy would say, beaming with pride, "and we're going to help you use it to make the world a better place." As Stella grew, she learned to harness her gift, understanding the responsibility that came with it. She developed a deep empathy for all creatures, advocating for animal rights, and even organizing fundraisers for local rescue shelters and conservation efforts. Time passed in a blur of school events, sports practices, and family vacations, and before they knew it, Stella was a teenager, a confident, compassionate young woman eager to forge her own path. She had inherited her mother's graceful beauty and her father's strong sense of self, and she was determined to leave her mark on the world. "I want to make a difference, Mom, Dad," Stella announced one evening over dinner. "I know my gift is meant for something bigger than just me." Lyra and Cowboy exchanged proud smiles, their hearts brimming with love and support for their daughter's aspirations. They encouraged her to explore her passions, to embrace her unique talents, and to use them for the betterment of others. Stella's teen years were marked by a deep exploration of self and her place in the world. She threw herself into extracurricular activities, excelling in academics and sports, and volunteering for various causes. As she navigated the complexities of high school, she discovered a love for foreign languages, mastering not only Nalian, but several Earth languages as well. "You have a true talent for languages, Stella," her language teacher praised. "Have you considered pursuing a career in interstellar diplomacy?" The seed was planted, and Stella began to envision a future where she could use her gift to foster understanding and peace between different species and civilizations. As Stella approached adulthood, her desire to explore the galaxy and make a difference burned bright. With her parents' blessing, she applied to a prestigious interstellar university, hoping to major in interspecies communications and diplomacy. "You're ready, Stella Bean," Cowboy assured her, his voice thick with emotion as they packed her bags for the journey. "The universe needs what you have to offer." Lyra, ever the gentle and wise mother, offered her own words of encouragement. "Your gift is meant to bring healing and understanding, Stella. Embrace the challenges ahead, and remember that we are always here for you." Stella's departure was bittersweet for Lyra and Cowboy. They savored the final moments with their daughter, hugging her tightly and wishing her well on her new adventure. As Stella embarked on her intergalactic journey, she carried with her the love and support of her family, ready to face the unknown and make her mark on the cosmos. Stella's university years were a time of intense growth, intellectual stimulation, and profound self-discovery. She immersed herself in her studies, fascinated by the complexities of interspecies relations and the potential for unity and collaboration. She excelled in her classes, her unique perspective adding depth to classroom discussions. During her junior year, Stella embarked on a research project that would change the course of her life. It involved studying a distant planet known for its hostility towards extraterrestrial visitors. Through her keen observational skills and her gift of communication, she discovered a hidden network of rebels who yearned for peace and unity with other species. "I've found kindred spirits, Mom, Dad," Stella exclaimed during a video call, her eyes alight with excitement. "They want what we all want: understanding, friendship, and an end to senseless conflict." Lyra and Cowboy listened proudly, their daughter's passion and dedication shining through. They encouraged her to continue her research, offering their support and wisdom whenever needed. As Stella delved deeper into her project, she became an advocate for this hidden faction, writing papers, organizing petitions, and even speaking at interstellar conferences. Her efforts gained traction, and soon she found herself at the forefront of a movement for peace and interspecies cooperation. Lyra, Cowboy, and Stella's bond remained unbreakable, even as the universe seemed to be pulling them in different directions. They made time for family gatherings, virtual get-togethers, and in-person reunions whenever Stella's busy schedule allowed. During one memorable summer, they vacationed together on a distant planet known for its serene beauty and advanced meditation practices. It was a time of deep connection where they shared their dreams, fears, and hopes for the future. "I want to make the universe a better place, Mom," Stella confided one evening as they watched the twin suns set over the horizon. "I want to leave a lasting legacy of peace and understanding." Lyra smiled, her eyes shining with love and pride. "You already are, Stella. Your passion and advocacy are making a difference, one heart and mind at a time." Cowboy, ever the pragmatic optimist, added his own words of encouragement. "And remember, Stella Bean, wherever your journey takes you, we're right here by your side, cheering you on. Family is our foundation, and it will sustain us through the challenges ahead." The years passed, and Stella's efforts bore fruit. The hidden network of peace seekers she had discovered expanded, gaining traction and influence throughout the cosmos. Her advocacy and unwavering dedication inspired others to join the movement, spreading a message of hope and unity. Lyra and Cowboy watched with pride as their daughter became a renowned interstellar ambassador, a bridge builder between species, and a force for positive change. As the decades passed, Lyra and Cowboy's initial adventure together seemed like a lifetime ago, yet their love and commitment remained unwavering. Their family had expanded, welcoming spouses, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren into their fold. And through it all, their love for each other and the family they had created remained their anchor. Stella's dream of a more unified and peaceful galaxy became a reality, thanks in part to her tireless efforts and the seeds she had planted so many years ago. The hidden network of peace seekers had grown into a powerful interstellar alliance, fostering cooperation and understanding between species. Lyra and Cowboy watched with wonder as their granddaughter, Stella's daughter, followed in her mother's footsteps, studying interspecies communications and carrying on the family legacy of unity and love. "You know, Grandpa, Grandma," their granddaughter said one day, her eyes shining with determination, "I want to continue Mom's work, spread the message of peace even further." Lyra and Cowboy exchanged proud smiles, their hearts brimming with love and hope for the future. They had started this journey as two individuals seeking healing and a fresh start, and now they were leaving a lasting legacy of unity and harmony throughout the cosmos. "That's our girl right there," Cowboy whispered, squeezing Lyra's hand. "Changing the world, one step at a time, just like her mama." Their family, a product of two different worlds, had become a powerful force for good, a testament to the possibility of love, acceptance, and the enduring power of family bonds. Decades later, as the sun set on their long and fulfilling lives, Lyra and Cowboy found themselves in the place where it had all begun, their quaint home in Rodeo country. They sat on the porch, hands entwined, watching the same brilliant sunset they had admired so many years ago. "You know, Cade, it all started right here," Lyra said, her eyes glinting with fond memories. "With a lonely alien widow and a rugged cowboy?" Cowboy smiled, his eyes crinkling at the corners. "And look at all that's come from it. A lifetime of love, adventure, and a family that's changed the universe." Their great-grandchildren sat at their feet, eager to hear the story of how it all began. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Lyra and Cowboy wove their tale, a story of love, loss, new beginnings, and the power of family to unite worlds and create lasting change. And that, my dears, Lyra concluded, her eyes shining with love and contentment, is how your great-grandparents found each other, fell in love, and forever changed the cosmos.